Hey guys, this is King3 bringing another commentary Forza 5, and in this video I'm going to do a kind of a first impressions kind of retake on that. Now that I've played it for quite a while, you can see that I'm at driver level 64. I just want to go back and talk about the game and what I've learned about it and what I've liked and what I think they can improve on as well. I'm going to go ahead and throw this race together here, this Road Atlanta race, and just doing a 3-lapper. Shouldn't take too long. So overall, the game has been very enjoyable for me to play. I will say that the time seems to pass really quickly when I'm playing Forza. You don't realize how long you've been playing the game. Like I sat down, I think I did about an hour and a half session, and thought maybe it was 20, 30 minutes. So obviously, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a great deal of a time suck for me, but it is very, very enjoyable. Um, I'm just going to talk about kind of the aesthetics about it a little bit. So the graphics of this game are really good. This is the best that I've seen them through all the Forzas that I've played. And the sound with this game, and the sound's always been good. I have a headset that I play with, and I can really hear the direction that people are coming from. It's really nice. But the sound and the cars that they make are really, really good. I have one car that has a weird whine to it that actually doesn't sound very good in my headset, so I don't play it. So I'm playing on this Road Atlanta 3 laps, and it's a 1-second roll off. So I'm gonna start here in a deficit here, pretty bad. But back to the review. So the few things that I played single player. Single player has been pretty enjoyable. I have played the leagues where you have like D class, C class, and B class, and I haven't started on the A class yet. But it really was a good testing ground for me to learn what I was doing with my cars, what I needed to do with them. I had to retune a lot of the cars. There were some tracks and some races that I really struggled with, so I needed to grab a different car, or grab a different tune. So it was a good learning experience to really figure out how I could get better at the game, and I do that as well through hot lapping and stuff too. But the league is kind of interesting because you have other cars to contend with, so you have to figure out what works better with other people on the track versus just running laps. It's kind of two different things. I have played some multiplayer. I played with 2 different friends on multiplayer, and it's been pretty enjoyable. You can add the 14 other cars onto the track, and like what I did here, is basically what I set up as multiplayer here by myself. I was able to set up my roll off so there wasn't a big congestion in the first turn. And we like to add little different rules instead of reach race. The tuning in this game can be kind of good, kind of bad. And what I mean by that is, so you can do the auto tuning. Oh, that guy! Did I ever hit the brakes? When you do the auto tuning, you can go up to the level. You can take a car and take it up to whatever level, and it'll automatically put parts on for you. It won't actually tune it, but it will actually put parts on there for you, so your car can at least be competitive, so it's not overly too slow for the other cars. But I find that they don't do a very good job of auto upgrading your car, so until you get a good tune on it, you're going to be at a very big deficit. The tuning overall for me has been pretty enjoyable. It's pretty similar to what it has been in the past. I've heard people say that it's a lot simpler than it was before, and I can agree with that to a point. You still have a lot of adjustable parts. You still have a lot of things you can do with your car. So you can spend a lot of time tuning just a single car for a single track. So it's still pretty in depth and still pretty complicated. But I know some people are complaining that it's not as in depth as it once was. But I think overall they've done a good job with that, and they've made it a little bit simpler to the casual racer. Get them in, get them competitive at least. That's a really good thing. On the bad side, and I know they have the marketplace coming up. They're going to be doing that really, really soon. I don't have a date on that, but I think they're going to be. They keep saying coming soon, and I've seen a couple notes on it that they're hoping by the first of the year. So the marketplace would be a really good thing to add to this as well, which I know they're missing it at this point. The one thing that I miss is at least I haven't figured it out, and I've been playing this for a while. But how to gift a car. One of the things I used to do was spend a lot of time on tuning on specific cars for specific tracks, and then I'd just share out those cars with friends and family, so they didn't have to go through all the same pain that I went through to get that car set up. And this Ferrari is pretty fun, even though I'm still in fourth here. But I do miss the fact that I could just build something up and then share it out. And without the marketplace right now, I just don't think there's a way to give out those cars. I can share the tunes, but I can't share the whole car. The thing that I've complained about, and I complained about this in the first one, and this is dependent on which racetrack you're on, but the sun glare on some of these tracks is just terrible. I have no idea why the sun glare was a good idea, especially make you feel like you're outside, maybe get your vitamins while you're playing your game. But I don't know. It just drives me nuts. That sun glare, just like right there, was just unnecessary. The biggest complaint that I have, and this is pretty much regardless of what you're playing, whether it's single player, whether it's multiplayer, whether you're playing in rivals, it's really hard to change a car between races. It's really hard to get into a tuning section unless you're just in that test drive phase. I really wish they would make it easier so you didn't have to go all the way back out to your front screen, get into a different car, tune that car, get into that car, and then take it to the next race, multiplayer or single player or whatever it is. I really wish they would do a better job with the menus. It looks like I finished third. So that roll off is just too much of a deficit. But the menu system on this is really, really clunky. It's not very intuitive, so it gets really frustrating for even myself that has been playing this for a while. But overall, if you're looking at purchasing the game, I think it's a really good racing game. I think it's probably the best racing game I've played to date, and I do enjoy a lot of race games. And the graphics and the sounds and everything is really beautiful on it. So this one has a little bit more fun factor than maybe Forza 3 and Forza 4 did. Those kind of have like a grind feel to it. This one has a lot more enjoyable features, and it's just a fresh take on a lot of things. So overall, I would give this a really good rating for a race game. It's probably going to be about as close, as perfect as possible. Probably about 8.5 out of 10 for me when it comes to a race game. And the only thing really holding it back is it's a little bit behind. The menu systems and backing out and the slow load times is really hard to live with sometimes when you want to play. I know the other topic that's really near and dear to me is the extra things that you can purchase. You can purchase the car packs. I'm kind of disappointed that those came out so fast. I think they may have changed something the way they did the Ferrari pack, but at one point, 3 days after I bought it, you could purchase a car pack, and I just did not like that. The game is $60. It feels like they're doing a microtransactions. They're just trying to get your money one way or another. So what I will probably do in the long run is I will probably play this game. I may buy a specific car pack or two, but I most likely won't buy the season pass, and I most likely won't need all the cars to come in those packs. So I'm going to just try to pick and choose and go forward that way, save a little bit of money as well. All right, that's my review. Thanks a lot for listening, guys, and we will catch you guys later.